Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. Today we take a look at a super heavy hitter, heavy in every sense of the term. This is the Rolex Platona, yes, the Platinum Daytona, the previous reference, the 116506. It came out in 2013 to celebrate 50 years of the Cosmograph and stayed in the catalog unchanged until 2023. The new version 126506 has a different bezel. Instead of being full ceramic, now it's a ceramic insert with a platinum ring around it, and the sub-dial surrounds will be a bit thinner among other differences. But I think while other versions of the Daytona, especially the two tones in the previous reference, started to look a bit dated, this one still looks absolutely stunning. But of course, it was a bit jarring when it came out, and this strange combo of colors, chestnut brown and ice blue, was very unusual, and it took a long time for the watch to, I guess, find its public. But as we know, in 2019, things started to pick up and go crazy, and by the end of 2021, these watches were trading at over twice the retail. I think this one was retailing around 60,000 US. The new version is 80,000. And now this watch, this one here, this reference 116506, is trading back around the levels of the new reference, around 80,000 US dollar. While a few years ago you could get it at a nice discount from a retail in the 40s or 50s. Thousands of dollars, and what you would get is a stunning piece, but very, very, very heavy. If you've never tried it before, maybe you're lost after this watch, do try one on, because it is extremely ridiculously heavy. You know what you paid for. Everything is platinum, and I can imagine that producing all the steps to produce a bracelet in full platinum like this must be very costly for Rolex. So that explains the high price. It's very unique, and you get everything you get from the steel models, of course, the nice clasp, the extension link, easy link. You will want this watch to be nice and snug around the wrist, and use the easy link when needed, when it gets a bit too hot outside. Because if it flops about, it might just cut off your hand. Really a heavy piece. The case rounded, a bit like a Datejust type of case. It's a very sensual watch. Wears very easy, very thin. That's why many ladies love to wear these watches. Well, probably the steel versions of these. And of course, you have 100 meters of water resistance, very nice lume, and nice and slim, no date, clean look, much nicer than having a date at the wrong place, and it keeps the watch thinner. So really a treat to put this on the wrist. Unusually heavy, very different from anything I've ever tried. But I can understand the passion, the excitement for this watch. Would I buy one? Well, that's a very interesting thing to consider. My collection is obviously worth more than just this watch, but I would have to sell a few watches and make a big financial commitment to wear this watch. But it's very different to own, 5 watches worth the price of the Platona, and to own the Platona, because when you go out with a $10,000-$15,000 watch, that's one thing. Going out with an $80,000 watch, that's a very different thing. And in many places in the world, you know that it would be suicidal. It's the kind of watch, as I said, you gotta be able to afford 10 to buy one, and it works in many different levels. You should not be worried about something bad happening to your watch. So, I wouldn't want to buy one of these. If I did, I would just wear it for myself. Here in Hong Kong, most of the time it's fine in Central and everything, but I would feel already very, very self-conscious, because this is the top most recognizable Daytona Rolex, I think, certainly the one most sought after by thieves. They know exactly what this is. There are two versions, the one with the bucket diamond indices, and the subdials all in blue is even more expensive. But I think that this, to me, this is the ultimate super cosmograph Daytona. Of course, you have the ones with the baguettes, the diamonds all around the bezel, but that gets a bit crazy. It's a bit specialties. This one is a regular model from the catalog. And to me, this is the ultimate heavy hitter from the Daytona range. I gotta say, a very beautiful watch. Has not aged, even though it has been revamped in 2023. I think this one is still super valid. And probably will keep a good value. Imagine in a very long term, 20, 30 years, probably this one will still be very special. Of course, we don't know what Rolex is going to do, the new models, the new iterations, the new calibers that they're going to come up with. Speaking of caliber here, very thin, no date, and I never quite like the screwed pushers. Means it's very difficult to use the chronograph. And speaking of which, who needs a tachymeter in this day and age? I mean, I can do a whole video about how a tachymeter is absolutely useless, but both the Speedy and the Daytona still have it. I'd rather have something else or no scale at all. But yeah, 2013 when this came out, 50th anniversary of the Daytona. That was quite a bold move, and now it's been absolutely, I guess, vindicated or justified for the designers. It shows that they know better than us quite often. So I want to thank Backwatch Department. Check them out, backwatchdepartment.com. For letting me just shoot a video. This model here, which is in a almost perfect condition, is already spoken for. It is sold. If you are looking for one of these watches, you can reach out to a Backwatch Department, and they can source something similar for you. So the prices in Hong Kong are between, it's around 650,000 Hong Kong, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, depends on the condition. So it's back around the retail price of the new model. This one, I think the retail was more like 60,000 US, maybe a bit more than that. I think it's okay in the current climate and the excitement for Rolex. I think it's reasonable. It's such a special, different thing. Just make sure that you can handle this caliber of watch. I think it's more suited for someone who has a driver, security around them, and don't have to take the subway with this type of timepiece. But I'm glad that Rolex makes it. It's a very enjoyable piece to discover. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.